What's good, peacemakers? I'm Michael. I'm sitting in my sunroom again, so that can only mean one thing, that this is a recap video. If this is your first time finding me and you would like to follow me on other social medias, you can do so by following me over on Instagram as Piece4PeaceCraft or Ravelry as Piece4PeaceCrafting. This is not a typical podcast episode. Like I said, this is a recap video. So if you are interested in things that I'm making or crafting of the sort, please feel free to check out one of the podcasts that are here on this channel. This is merely just a little recap video for those who've been following the channel. Some of you may know that I went to the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival, which happened about a week ago now, maybe, at the time that I'm recording this. So yeah, I just wanted to take some time and sit down with you all and tell you a little bit about my experience with going to the festival and put in a little bit of footage that I took while I was there. So for me, I'm in Chicago, and the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival happens this year from September 8th through the 10th. Over that weekend, and it's held in Jefferson, Wisconsin. So it's about a little bit over a 2-hour drive for us coming from the city where we are in the city. Yeah, and it was really great. Like, one of my really good friends, one of my roommates, the three of us drove up on a Saturday, and the drive was really great. It was my first time driving up there to like that part of Wisconsin. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, for the most part, it's a highway, it's whatever. But we had good music and good company, so it all worked out in the end for us. I will say that the festival itself was way cooler than I expected. You know, for me, I've only been to a few of these festivals, and so going to something that was super local to me, only 2 hours away, I was expecting something quite small. And while it was small-ish, it wasn't as small as I thought it was going to be. So basically, when we drove up, we got there. I met some really wonderful people who are viewers of the podcast. So hello to all of you if you're watching this, which was really nice. And we decided that we wanted to go straight to the animals first. So we were gonna like start in the back and work our way forward. So at this festival, there was livestock, there were auctions going on for, I think for animals and for like used equipment and things. Yeah, so it's the Jefferson County Fairgrounds. So it's a huge area. So there were a few barns with animals and things, and then and competitions and things were going on. And then there were a couple barns with like fiber goods and things of that nature. Then there were a couple areas as well that had like the different competition things. So I think there was a competition from like wool to object or something along those lines, where people were like, you know, taking the fleece and carding it and spinning it, and then I think they were weaving it into something. They had a set number of hours that they had to like complete this task or whatever. There were a bunch of classes that were happening in different areas, like other smaller, I'm saying barns, but that's clearly not the right language for it. They're more like little, I don't know, housing, community area, setting areas. That part was all indoors. Yeah, so that was really neat, just to see different people doing different crafts, like going around looking at all of the things, you know, seeing the animals, and then getting to see some of the fleece that had been shorn, I think so. To then going into other places to see, you know, how I typically work with fiber, which is, you know, as yarn, or some of it, they had things that had already been prepared to be spun or felted. Yeah, really, really cool. So, like I was saying, we started in the back, and it was really cool because there were a couple showing competitions going on. So think about how I'm gonna do this. I may put some stuff over me talking, and then other bits of footage will just be, yeah, with like music or something. I don't really know. Yeah, so we saw a little bit of a competition. Adults to children were showing the different livestock animals, so that was really cool to just like sit and watch for a little bit and see what they were looking for, just like competition wise in what they were looking for in the animals. And then we walked around and you know, just saw some of the sheep and things, the different breeds hanging out in their little pinned off areas. There was also an area that I know I got footage of that. There was like a sheep shearing area, and this guy and his partner, I don't know if they were married, but she was definitely helping. It doesn't matter. Him and his partner were, yeah, shearing sheep, telling people the process of it. So yeah, there was like a great crowd just sitting around watching them. And then off to the side of them, there was like a lambing area. So there were little baby lambs that ranged from a couple weeks old to some that had been born like the day or two before we had gotten there. And it was really cool because then I follow someone on Instagram that went that Sunday, and there was a sheep there, and I'm like, she looks pretty pregnant. She could blow at any time. And they said on their Instagram that this one little lamb had been born like that morning or something. So that was really cute to see all the little nuggets just like, so sweet, hanging out. Yeah, and then after that, we got our fill of seeing all the animals. My roommate was very excited to see the little lambs or the newborns. We went over and just checked out all of the goods that people were selling in the two various barns. So they were like open-ended, if that makes sense. Like you could come in from either side. So there was like a nice flow to the event and breeze going on through the place. It wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. It was like the perfect day to do it. Like for us, it was, I don't know, like 72 or something, low 70s. Yeah, so that made for a really wonderful event. So some of the footage that you're gonna see is livestock things, and then I tried to, with this video, if you watched my YarnCon recap video, because it's local, there were a lot of vendors there that were also at that. So I tried mostly to show some things that were new to me. Maybe they'll be new to you. Some of them probably won't be, because we're all different in our knowledge. So I tried to do a little bit more of a mix of things that were new to me while I was there. It's not a ton of footage, but it will give you a sense of what was there and what was available. So I will stop talking, let you all see some of that footage, and then we will come back in just a second. All right, enjoy. So that was me using my camera on my phone to just like take some cool shots of things that I was really inspired by while we were there. I'm really bummed. I think it's felted sky fibers maybe. I'm really sad I didn't get a felting kit from there, but their stuff was really dope. And I was really excited to learn about fiber optic. Their shawl display and just their gradients were really cool. And so now that I know about them, and there are a few people, when I went to go follow them on Instagram, there were like mutual people who like I know that followed them, and I feel gypped that you all didn't tell me about them. But it was really cool to spend some time talking to the owner and yeah, just seeing what that shop had to offer. I definitely wrote down a few patterns that they had on display there that I want to check out because I think they'd be really cool designs to make. All in all, I have to say that the festival was really fun. I'm happy that I went. It's nice to support things that are so close. Yeah, you know, just driving the 2 hours, getting to hang out with friends, and then also getting to do all the fun woolly things is always great. Definitely would go back again. I thought the size of it was good. The crowd was really chill. It wasn't like overly crowded or anything, like just a nice size. The food trucks were great. We all had wonderful food and got to sit in the park and just eat. Nothing felt like it was too much. It was very just like, very chill, move at your own pace, lovely, lovely time. Yeah, so for me, the only thing that I only bought like from one shop because I went with how do I say? I went there with intentions of only buying for one project. And I think that was both a good thing and a bad thing. It was a good thing because I was so laser focused on getting like a specific type of yarn for a specific project. And while I was there, while I did see a couple things, especially like in the natural fiber way, so no, like non-superwash yarns, nothing was like jumping out and being like, this is gonna be this sweater. And so there were even two that I was going between, and the people that I went with were like, I feel like you have something in this color, or it's kind of like, it's fine, but you could probably find something else. So they sort of talked me out of getting stuff. And so that was the good thing, I think. And the bad was, I was just like, I wanted to buy stuff. So it was good that I didn't, because I wasn't just buying to buy. Yeah, so the yarn for that sweater will find me when it's time for me to do it. But what I did purchase from was this place called Floppy Ear Farm. It's a goat milk body. They do goat milk body care products. And they are, here's their little label, and they are in Wisconsin. So local. And all I bought was soap. Sometimes my friends will make fun of me because I'll go to like craft fairs or local artisan markets or whatever, and I'm never buying like the big art things. I'll get like candles and handmade soaps. So silly. Anyway, I did get some handmade soaps. These I thought were really cool. They smell so good because they have photos of the little, can you see that? Photos of the animals that we presume the milk was coming from to make these. So I just got 4 of these little soaps. This one is bourbon vanilla. It smells absolutely divine. This one is patchouli and sandalwood. I thought some of them had these little goats. Oh my God, they're so cute. I thought some of them had this one's just called, okay, I bought this one because I thought the name was hilarious. It's just called Man Scent, and then parenthetically it says, or what we wish men smelled like. That's hilarious. Oh, so on some of them, like this one has some sort of goat on it. And I wonder if I do this, if it'll focus on? It won't. And on the side it says pictured Merlot, so it has the name of the animal on it. Oh, I love that. And then this one, my last one I got was rosemary lavender goat milk soap, and this one has pictured on it Silver Bell. I just thought that was so cute. Anyway, so that's all I got from there. Oh, and I also bought a chapstick from them because it was really dry out, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And the chapstick is amazing, actually. So yeah, that's all I purchased was just soap. No fiber of any kind, but if you watch the podcast, you know I have a ton of yarn, a ton of fiber that like I don't need to be really just like buying to buy. I've come to realize like I have stuff that if it needs to be supplemented, that's cool, but I really went with the intention of just getting from one project. So I think that sort of helped me in the end because I didn't have to spend a lot of money, but I did get to enjoy all of the things and fibery goodness that were around me. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. I had a great time. If you are in the area and you are looking to go to a fiber festival that's close by, I would definitely say check out the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival. Yeah, I want to go back again next year and just like hang out and do all of the things all over again and hopefully buy some sort of wool while I am there. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this little recap video. I know it's a little bit shorter, but it gives you some sort of idea of what my time was like there. Yeah, and if you want to see more of me and you haven't checked out the podcast, please feel free to just look up another video that's here on this channel, Piece4PeaceCrafting podcast. Yeah, do all that fun stuff, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever it's called, so that you get notifications for new episodes when they drop. Yeah, so this will be coming up in between episodes, so look out for the next episode of the podcast soon. And until next time, y'all, make a piece, spread some peace. Peace.